as writers, we need to take responsibility for the images that we put on the page. And I try to think very, very critically about what I'm doing. I see a lot of people sort of, falling on the strong female character, like that means she has to have a gun, or she has to hurt people, or do something like that. Where in fact a strong female character sometimes just endures, puts up with things and carries on, despite the world trying to, get her to stop. So there are different ways of being strong, I think, that we need to explore and think about. And the same with being a man. There's not one way to be strong as a man. There is not one way to be strong as human beings. We are, again, an incredibly diverse species with incredibly diverse emotions and ways that we can interact with the world. I looked into the role of female resistance fighters in South Africa, and one of the statistics that left out for me in my research was that 20% of Umkhonto we Sizwe, which was the Spear of the Nation, the militant wing of the ANC, 20% was women. And I thought, and then I looked at other guerrilla armies, and they said, yeah, 20 to 30%, especially in resistance movements, are women. And I said, well, if that's the truth, if that's history, why aren't we seeing in every single film and media presentation that 1 in 5 of all of those resistance fighters is a woman? Mm-hmm. And so I said, well, I want to show not only the world the way it really is, but also the way the world could be and the world has been. To me, characters need to be likable. They need to be interesting. Unfortunately, in the media that I was presented with, the women in a lot of those shows were just sort of, the love interest or the sidekick or the tag-along, and I really connected with the male heroes more. And I thought later on, well, why can't women also do those things? Which is why I've written, again, some of the heroines that I've written. With science fiction, you're taking people out of their current culture, their current reality, and you're putting them somewhere different. So you use those feelings and experiences that you had, and you kind of extrapolate from that and use it to fuel and create those worlds, for sure. We cannot create something that we cannot imagine. And I feel that my responsibility a lot of the time as a writer is to show you the way that the world could be different, to show you the way that we could interact differently, that we could build different societies, that we could build different hierarchies or no hierarchy. We could have a polyamorous matriarchy. I want to show the different ways that we could live, to get people to understand that the ways we live now are all made up too. And that's what I love about science fiction and fantasy, is it shows people it's all made up, and we can remake it. We have the power to do that. It can be any way we want it to be, but we have to see it. We have to believe in it, and then we can build it.